Now, the quite obvious question will come to your mind. Okay, sir, we know how to calculate the sales per square feet. But if my business is not allowing to close the sales, close the store, then how can I improve? That is the next question we should be asking. And the answer for that, how to improve sales per square feet, is first of all, you need to improve your store layout. Just check, analyze the problem, that whether your store layout is properly utilized or not, whether your full space is utilized or not. Are you keeping the top performing items properly or not? Correct. Remove some of the fixtures, remove some of the usages and signage which are not properly placed in the store. Remove the clutter spaces in the store, because if the store is very messy, extremely crowded, then people don't like it. Correct. People need some space to walk in the stores as well. I know that will waste your space, but think from the perspective, what shall we do in order to improve the store layout? And that's why in analytics we do planogram as one of the example. Don't worry, I'll cover that in the further session, how to design the planogram, how to assign the store layout. Correct. I'll be covering those basics for sure in the upcoming session. So doing the planogram, you'll identify which store layout suits better for my store. Planogram calculates on the fly what is the revenue I'll be get if I place X item next to Y item. Correct? Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Second, having the winning product assortment. If your store layout is good, you apply the planogram. But what has happened that you did not keep the right assortment. That means you are not keeping the product in the selling area. Your product is good, you are keeping it in some other area rather than visibility. Because planogram is a tool that will give you the answer. But you have to specify one variable called visibility, which is very, very important. So the product which is really high performing, high margin product should be given more visibility to the customers. That means as soon as I enter the store or I enter the aisle, I should able to see my product. So I'll buy more. Correct. Third is basically optimize your price or promotion. It might happen that in order to generate more sales, you started keeping price of the item higher than the market, or you're selling most on the MRP. Correct. So if you're selling more on the MRP, and if your competitor is selling as below the MRP, then it's high likely that the people from that area will go to that particular store. That is your competitor store. There is one important aspect why pricing is important. In India, we have a culture of MRP, correct? But if you go outside India, there is no MRP concept. You don't get MRP on the product. It is completely left to the retailer to sell at any price. I might sell the same product at 100 rupees, and the same product I can sell at 10 rupees also. It is completely given to the retailer. Okay, so now third is optimize your price. So doing your competitor analysis, what they are selling at, what price are they selling at. Identifying this is basically to decide the right price for your product. And last but not least, where marketing comes into picture, is upselling and cross-selling. So what is upselling? If somebody who is buying, let's suppose a car, correct? So what you do, you try to sell the higher version of the car. So somebody has come up with, let's suppose, very basic model. You sell, you do the promotion saying that, sir, it has audio system inbuilt, it has recliner, you can control very well, it has auto closure of the doors. So you try to convince your store, your customer to shop the same way, same vehicle, but the higher variant. Correct. So that is called upselling. So I know I have came to buy a TV, for an example. Now in that I have 4 varieties: Sony, I have LG, I have Samsung. Assume Sony is the costliest. So how can I convince my customer to buy Sony more? That is called upselling. So upselling means if somebody comes to shop, let's suppose, a TV, normal TV, correct? He comes to the store, he decides, he says, sir, my budget is 30,000-40,000, show me the TV, correct? Now among the 30,000 to 40,000, he has given you the benchmark of 10,000 gap. Now there are 3 products. Let me show with the example, that will be better. Assume customer A has come for TV shopping, correct? Now I have a Samsung TV, I have LG TV, and I have a Sony TV. Okay, the budget given by customer is 30,000 to 40,000, correct? Now you will ask him, sir, what is your requirement? 32 inch, 34 inch, 40 inch, blah blah blah. Assume the customer only asks, show me the TV which is 40 inch. Okay, or right now the highest selling product is 51 inch. Just take an example. Now Samsung comes for 42,000 rupees. Random example, guys. I'm not sure with the pricing. LG comes with 37,000 rupees, and Sony comes with 45,000 rupees. Correct. So what you're doing, you are basically try to show the product which has higher money. So you are increasing the sales per square feet for your own store. Correct. So you will force customer, or you will try to give more insights to the customer about Sony TV more. And if you're a really good salesman, and if you convince him, he will extend his 5,000 extra and put it in Sony. So that is upselling. Now if that is upselling, what is cross selling? Now the same customer, he has came for Samsung, LG, Sony. Now along with this, you sell him like a lot of their warranty, correct? That is one example. Already electronic products come with 2-year warranty. What you do, sir, you add another 5,000 extra and get 2 years warranty you get. Here you say you get additional 2 years. That means your TV, anything happen for next 4 years, no question asked, it will be replaced. Correct? So what you are doing, customer A has only came for TV. Along with TV, you have sold the warranty. This is very, very important concept. I'll be referring going forward all the solutions as upselling and cross-selling. So that should strike to you. We have done the customer, upselling is done. So he bought for 45,000, correct? Was he looking for warranty? Answer was no, correct? But what I have done, I have explained him so beautifully that I sell something more than he expected. So I'm selling apart from Sony, I have given him the warranty also. Okay, let me give you the simple example I have purchased here. Cross-selling means selling the item that complement the product. That means you are buying one product and I'm giving you another product which is on top of this. Correct? Then customers end up purchasing it. For example, if you buy a purse, correct? If you go to a store, if a woman end up buying purse, you basically tell him, hey ma'am, this wallet is also good for you. This ornament is also good for you. Along with this, this is really good. Let's look at the example of beauty industry. In the beauty industry, if somebody buy mascara, you try to sell along with that lipstick, or you try to sell along with that nail polish. That is called cross-selling. Correct? Upselling example will be, can I bundle the product, buy one get one? So one product is only for 30 rupees, correct? You bundle the two products together, same product, and you make it 50 rupees. So buy one get one is the best example of upselling also. Yes. So guys, please remember, free is not considered as cross-selling. Okay. If you are paying something extra than the required to get that at the lesser price, is basically cross-selling. Second most important KPI, monitoring sales. Now I looked at sales per square feet. Now if I want to measure my sales, correct? Sales gives you how good my business is doing, how bad my business is doing, correct? And under sales, you predominantly try to measure year-over-year sales, month-over-month sales, or quarter-over-quarter sales. The formula remains same. Instead of year, you could do months. I'll show you that example in Excel. So current year sales minus last year sales upon last year sales into 100 will give me the sales growth rate. Just look at a simple example, correct? Is basically there is a business X. This is the number. In 2013, they made $4 million. In 2014, 8 million. 10 million, 24, 45, 70, 95, and 140 million. So if they ask what is my growth rate year over year, so from 2013 to 2014, I grow by 45%. Correct? Sorry, 8 to 10, I grow by 45%, then 98%, then 45%, and so on and so forth. So taking the denominator by the second, last year number will give you that. And if somebody asks you what is the total jump in the business, so this is my base year, this is my new year, the delta difference between 140 by 4, correct, divided by the total number of years will give you on an average year over year growth. Correct? So the tip, why do you want to track sales and the growth rate is, you can give insights at the overall business level. You can give insights at department level also. So it does not mean if my business is doing good, all the departments are doing good or bad. Let me show you an example. Let's continue with the same Excel. Correct? Assume these are my store 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that won't work. Sorry, my bad. Let's take simple example of store 1. Okay, what is the sales of 2021 and what is the sales of 2022? Correct? This is sales. This is also sales. Okay. Now assume I made close to 10 lakh rupee sales last year, and this year I made close to 15 lakh rupees sales. Correct? So what is my year over year growth rate, guys? Is basically this year number minus last year number, correct, divided by this number divided by the last year number and into 100. So I have grown my business by 50% compared to 21 to 22. Clear? Okay. Now why department is very important? So same store 1, what did he sales in 2021 and 2022? We'll keep that as is, and I give one more level down called department. Correct? So under department, I see I'll simply put another flag, that will be better. So this is my department. Okay. Now store 1, let's suppose it has 3 departments. One is TV department, another is washing machine department, and third department is, let's suppose, my AC department. Okay. How much money did I make? Okay. In 2021, I could make 25,000 rupees. With washing machine, I made 45,000 rupees, and 45 and 30,000 rupees from the AC department. So this sum should not be more than the 10 lakhs rupees. Correct? Okay, so I need to add one more zero, guys. 2.5, 4.5, and 30 lakhs. So these numbers are tallying, correct? Now assume I made 3 lakhs 50,000. I made 4 lakhs only, and raised 8 lakhs. Basically 7.5 lakhs came from the second store. Correct? So if I do that overall level, what you say to the business, hey, this year we clocked 50% growth. Correct? If we apply the same formula, correct, then what you see, the growth rate, where is the growth rate coming from? So what is the insight, guys? So the mantra or the tip here, don't only look at the overall number, also look at the numbers at the department level, if that is possible in your store. So you will always give better insights. So if I'm in your shoes, I'll say, hey sir, we have grown this year by 50%, but there is an opportunity to grow in washing machine, because even though we had a healthy growth this year, we did not do well in washing machine section. Average transaction value. So average transaction value is very, very important for a business to understand. If a customer is coming to my store, how much worth of money does he spend? That means if I am going to a store, to a retail store, how much money do I spend on my single basket or a single transaction? Correct? So this basically tells me that I can classify my customer using ATV bucket as high, medium, low. Correct? Let's look at how we'll do that. So same store, there's a store 1. It has customer A, it has customer B, it has customer C, it has customer D, it has customer E. Assume it has only 5 customers. The revenue, I get it from a customer. I can track the customer based on the phone number, guys. Correct? You know that most of the companies, they ask phone number at the time of POS. So based on the phone numbers, if it is same, they aggregate based on the phone number sales and they identify who this customer is. Correct? So assume this customer gives me 20,000 rupees. This customer gives me 25,000 rupees. This customer gives me 5,000 rupees. This customer gives me 21,000 rupees. And this customer gives me 75,000 rupees. Okay. Number of transactions or the visits they basically make in the store. This guy comes 10 times. This guy comes 5 times. This guy comes 20 times. This guy comes 10 times. This guy comes 50 times in the store in a year. Correct? So what is my ATV? ATV is the sales I generate per customer is basically my ATV. Correct? So what does this tell? That your customer B is high value shopper. That means whenever he visits the store, he shops very, very more. And what is your total ATV of the store is basically the average of both. So on an average for store 1, people, those who come, they usually shop for 2,000 rupees. Correct? So if I want to do the classification or segmentation, which I'm going to cover in your further class, how will I segment my customer and take action? Is basically who are shopping more than my average. So this customer is high value item, this customer is high value shopper, and this customer is high value shopper. This customer is medium value and this customer is low value. We'll come to that. So with this segment, whenever they come, you can give the liquidity offer to them to increase the business performance, or you can do upselling to these customers to shop more. So if that is the case, if ATV is so important, you can create your all the marketing strategies based on ATV at the customer level. Let me give you an example. If there's an apparel store which generates close to 1 million worth of merchandise from the 800 transactions, so which store is doing good? Correct? So once I did the maths, I should follow the logic and do that. So this basically says store A selling high value items. Correct? Now the quite obvious question will come to you: how to improve ATV? If my ATV is going down year over year or month over month, how can I improve my average transaction value? Correct? So answer is same. You follow upselling and the cross-selling strategies. Upselling, the same example I have copied, the cross-selling is the same. So you try to either sell the higher price item in the same, doing the product bundling, or you try to sell another product.